Y'all, I'm trying to get my hair right. I had a hat on earlier. I may put it back on because my bang is not right. Well, let's get through the video. Hey, y'all, I'm back. I just want to talk about something real fast. Again, thank y'all. Thank you for being here this night on January the 28th of 2026. Been staying consistent with my videos again for consistent things and people to come in my life. I myself must be consistent. Again, welcome to my channel. I'm Melba Kennedy. And tonight I'm going to talk about Gen X and how we show love to one another. As you know, we're the Gen X, we're the latchkey kids. I have to say, most of us are, which I'm not. Most of the, especially the guys in Gen X, or I would say they're emotionally unavailable due to the fact Gen X we had to keep our feelings inside and not show our emotions because it was a if we showed our emotions we were only told, you know, you're being weak. So in order for us to process our feelings, we did it alone, even though we desperately needed support from adults around us. But during that time frame, you were raised, you were born 1965 through 1980. Yeah, you most likely you did things, you problem solved on your own. And so as we got older, of course, we were like kids and we were kids, but we were grown adults at the same time. So we always had to be on our we had to be on we had to be grown ups at a at an early age. It was part of our survivor tactic because what are you going to do when there's no one else that really is going to give you that emotional support, and you have to figure it out on your own and process on your own. So that comes to the part what I want to talk about were how Gen X people show love through acts of services. And I'm a witness to that. So basically, acts of services, I'm just going to use my life, my experience as an example. Okay. My husband, I'm going to use him. And I could use some of my boyfriends too, my other fiance as well. They always came in for me with acts of services. They didn't really never just well, my husband did, but the other one did. My fiance never just said he loved me, but he came in with acts of services. Like I'm gonna give some examples. Pick me up from school for school. Yeah, hold on. This is getting on my nerves. Hold on. He picked me up from school. He would always buy me food, make sure I had something to eat after school. He would give me money for school for lunch, make sure I was good. He would also, if he bought himself something, he would buy me the same thing or the color that he thought that I would like it in. So, what else did he do? He would like just make sure. I mean, he make sure that he knew that he I knew that he cared through acts of service as far as but not, without saying that he loved me, but he did it through acts of service. That's how most Gen X people show love, through acts of service. And let me see, let me think. And then my husband, of course, I can run down a list of things that he would do for me. Like they get to know you and what you like, and so they try to accommodate the things like that. Like for instance, my husband was born in 1966, so he was Gen X. The fiance I was talking about before, he's born in 1969. He was also a Gemini, just like me. And my husband's a Virgo. And the thing about if a Virgo is born in the during the time of Gen X, they gonna be I really putting out the acts of service because you know this is what Virgos do. They all about service to others, other people, making sure other people are happy. So I got a double dose of it with my husband that was born in 1966. So basically, my husband was always trying to figure out what he can do for me to make me happy and what he can do. He already had a most Virgos are like this. They are very strategic about how they do their day. They get up in the morning, they got a schedule already scheduled out part of their life. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you have a Virgo man in your life, you are lucky because they do all the work for you. And if they in the Gen X, oh, honey, you done hit the gold mine, and they love you. You got to hey, you got it going on. But he would do acts of service, like make sure that my car was always. If something happened to my car, I didn't have to worry about it. He was gonna get to come in and get the keys, and my car. I mean, it was gonna get fixed. He made sure everything was. He made sure anything that was wrong with that car, he handled it. I mean, I'm didn't have to worry about that. I would tell him something is not right, and he was gonna get it taken care of. I didn't have to worry about things like that. If I needed extra services, like if I didn't feel like cleaning up or something, he would just hire somebody to clean up, or he would wash dishes himself, or he would pay the kids to do it. He would figure it out. Lawns. He had his own lawn service. He would lawn the yard. I never had to worry about the lawn service or gardening or nothing. He had that part of his lawn service. Food. He was always giving buying everybody food all the time. He never forgot about Valentine's Day, birthdays. He always wanted to make sure everybody was taken care of in service, acts of service. So if a Gen X person really loves you, you're gonna see acts of service. Most of the time, we are very sarcastic. Instead of saying "I miss you" or something like they say, "Oh, you still alive?" And I recall my husband saying that to me too. "Oh, you still alive?" or something like that. They'll say something like that, being sarcastic, kind of trying to minimize the emotions that you really actually somehow, like I said, most Gen X or the men especially, some of the women are going to be emotionally unavailable due to how we were raised during that time. We could not express our emotions because you felt like the adults would tell you to just go ahead and take care of it and handle it, and you have to go somewhere on your own, and don't be crying about it. Just go ahead. And so we just learned how to solve our problems on our own and resolve the issues. Y'all, this hair is getting on my nerves. I'm probably going to put my hat back on. But yeah, just wanted to come on and talk about how Gen X people deal with their emotions and how they function with love. Let's see, that I had a chat. But yeah, that's what I recall. I didn't really acts of service was wonderful, but if and then my husband also told me he loved me, and so that was good at the same time. So he was able to express his love, but he was doing it kind of like in a funny way. He kind of joking way, like "I love my wife" and saying stuff like that. And but most of the Gen X, my fiance never did really know how to express that. And some people just Gen Xers just don't want to say it, and they need. I think we in our my group. I'm in my 50s, so I don't have a problem expressing when if that comes up to me, and I'm with a person that deserves to be reciprocated that or has earned my trust, respect, love. I'm going to tell them I love them because they are deserving and they need to be told that. But if it's someone that, you need to fall back from, that those words are not going to be expressed. And if that person deserves to hear you say that, give that to them. Life is short. We're not going to be here forever. Why would you hold that back from yourself? Because it's going to hurt yourself not being able to express that to others. I really think that a lot of us, or could the men, I would say, I believe that a lot of them probably have been in relationships with others, and it could have been something that could have been great, but they were unemotionally unavailable, and the person probably just said, "Fuck this! I don't have time for this because this this guy or this woman is unemotionally unavailable." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Gen X people do acts of service to others. Is there the way to express? Instead of saying it verbally, they express it through the work, by actions. Yeah, by actions. So I just want to share my experience with acts of service from a Gen X men perspective. They always seem to do it through acts of service. And if you get a Virgo, you really got it. You got top tier acts of services. They're going to make sure everything you need is on their list for that day, and they're going to be looking out for you. So make this short and sweet. That's all I gotta say about Gen X and acts of service. Again, my name is Melba. I'm on Facebook under Melba Kennedy. I'm on Instagram under Melba Peach Candle Company. I have another channel on here on YouTube called It's My Time, My Turn. And y'all please hit the like button or the comment button. And until next video.